What's up, everyone? I figured I'd hop on here and just give you guys a quick tip. And even though it's a quick tip, I feel like it's very, very important, if not necessary, to become a successful trader. And the reason why I bring this up is over the last couple days, I've been seeing a lot of people, especially on bigger platforms like YouTube, social media in general, who have a bigger following, are practicing these not so safe and intelligent strategies, in my opinion. And now, I'm not knocking the actual strategy they use. It's just one thing that they do not practice, and I see their accounts just dwindle away. And I'm not going to sit here and call out anyone in general, but there's a couple people who definitely have money to play with, and they can afford to lose these accounts, but it doesn't necessarily paint a good picture for those who are new to the game and are not necessarily aware of this important factor when it comes to trading. So what is it? And this tip is going to be focused on one idea, and I'm just going to help you guys just get an understanding of why it's important. So what the tip is cutting your losses. All right. Now, what I mean by that is we're going to focus on two different aspects of this, and there's two different examples in general of what I see from a lot of people, especially who are new. So the first thing is, mostly it's going to revolve around leverage trading. So in leverage trading and crypto in general, and this can be applied to all markets, but what they'll do is they'll have an idea or they'll have an indicator set up, and they'll say, okay, if price gets above here or below here, I'm going to take the trade. Cool. You know what? You set parameters for yourself. That's a good thing to practice. But the issue is they'll take these trades and they'll do two things. One, they'll over risk and over leverage, and two, they're too focused on being right, whether it's market direction or just that specific position that they're taking. They want to focus on being exactly right to make the most amount of profit. And that's something that can cause a lot of problems for a lot of traders. And you can see easily massive amounts of losses that you weren't necessarily prepared to take. So how do you necessarily cut your losses? Well, in the leverage trading case scenario, cutting your losses is by setting a stop loss. All right. If you have an idea and your trade goes against you at a certain percentage, don't be afraid to cut your losses. You'll be surprised how, if you're practicing a good strategy or a safe strategy in general, that this can save you a lot of headache and a lot of money. So besides leverage trading, another thing I'll see is that people will put in way too much money into either one asset or one position in general. And what'll happen is, over the course of time, they'll sit in a position, and at some point it's probably going to go against them. So what do? Well, same answer goes to this, the same scenario when it comes to leverage trading. Cut your losses. Now, when it comes to spot buying and in general, there's two different ways to go about it, but the goal of trading is to maximize your potential when it comes to what asset you're playing. I'm just making broad generalizations here, but your goal is to make money, and you make money by buying at the right price. So when you make a buy position, and let's say it goes against you, say 10 to 15, 20%. Now, in that instance, depending on where you bought, if it was a proper support or proper resistance where you're selling at, people do not like to be wrong. And how this trickles down into the way they trade or handle their positions is that they'll just hold on to it. So let's say, for example, you bought Bitcoin at 69,000 because there was going to be a breakout of new highs. Cool. Well, obviously, Bitcoin did not continue to rise, and it dramatically fell from there. So what someone like I would do, and I'm not saying that what I do is gospel and what I do is right all the time, but for me, being a safe trader and practicing safe risk management, is I might have a spot buy at that particular price, and that's fine. It wasn't the best decision on my part, I'll admit that. But once it gets below, let's say 10 to 50% of my original entry, I'm going to cut my losses, because at that point the odds of my position working out become less and less and less. So the probability of me being right goes down. I need to take a step back and reevaluate. So I just don't want to see you guys over leveraging, using debt to enter positions or leveraging debt in general and just making bad decisions and not cutting your losses. Don't be stubborn. Take a step back and just realize that the market's going to do what it's going to do. You're not going to always be right. Be careful, be safe. Be on the lookout. I'm going to be probably live streaming when I get home here relatively soon. If you guys are subscribed. If you guys aren't subscribed, I would appreciate if you would like the video, comment, and I'll see you guys soon.